All right, let's get this show started.
Islam Makhachev doesn't like being compared to his mentor Khabib Nurmagomedov. In a recent interview with Brett Okamoto of ESPN MMA, Makhachev was asked if he's trying to achieve something Khabib never did: winning UFC titles in 2 different divisions. Makhachev dismissed the question as stupid and explained why he's not interested in trying to surpass Khabib's accomplishments.
Does it mean something to you that you are trying to accomplish something that Khabib never did?
I don't know. This question is like, some of them ask me, you want to defend the belt more than Khabib? We never talk about this, and you know, it's like, for me, it's the stupid questions, you know, because he's my brother, you know. If he don't want to I beat his record, he never helped me, you know. But you know, he's still, I told you, he's still like now 2 months without family. He support all team, you know. These guys just dream for him to make the new champions in our gym, you know. I told you, it's like not question which one I want to answer, like I beat Khabib record or something like this, you know.
Chael Sonnen has changed his stance on the controversial ending of Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. Immediately after the fight, Sonnen criticized Aspinall, saying he should have continued despite being poked in both eyes at UFC 321. However, during the Good Guy Bad Guy show with Daniel Cormier, both Sonnen and DC admitted they now believe Aspinall made the smart decision by choosing not to continue.
He's got more days ahead of him. So if you live to fight another day, it was like a couple weeks ago when Dorita's corner threw in the towel. You fight another day. If you can't see, and you're the reigning defending champion, and you can't see, then you don't fight. You have too much to lose, Chael. And we always try to measure the smart decision versus the honorable decision. I thought Anthony Smith was very honorable when John Jones kneed him in the head on the ground. I thought Anthony Smith also was dumb. He should have took the win, went home as the champion, and then came back and collected some pay-per-view points in the rematch. That's just me. Honorable versus smart, I think Tom Aspinall just made the smart decision, and that ultimately upset a lot of people.
I agree with that too. I do think that was the right decision. I do think that was the smart decision. Tom's got one thing to do, which is to leave that arena with the title that he brought in to that arena.
DC also later said he's upset with Aspinall for releasing their private conversation.
The mic was on me, and I was talking to Tom about the heavyweight division.
These matchups in this division, like what type of run you can go on.
Yeah, man.
Palmain is fighting Chael can't fight.
Who do you think's going to win? I think Volkov, probably.
Yeah, but even him, right? You beat him in the first round.
You had it right, Chael. I was literally trying to tell him, you could possibly be on the verge of something tremendously special right now. What I was saying was, Jailton's going to grapple you, right? It's not as dangerous a fight. And I could have done a better job of saying that to Tom. Now, I was a little upset that Tom didn't release that, if I'm being honest with you. I thought when you lean in, Chael, when you lean into someone and you're talking quietly, that's a private conversation that should stay between you and the athlete. I thought it was embedded, and I know that embedded would never do something like that. Jailton Almeida deserves respect, and I do respect him, and I felt bad, man, because he's been so nice to me.
Chael Sonnen also later appeared on the Ariel Helwani show, where he stated that he doesn't think Ciryl Gane getting an automatic rematch should be a given.
I don't know that an immediate rematch is what the appropriate thing is. I get that's the direction that we're going. I'm just suggesting for you, I don't know that that's the right move. One guy broke the rules. Breaking of those rules cost the match. It would seem as though something stronger, even if I don't quite have the words, and I know we're not doing that, but I think that you're right, that perhaps in the future we should.
Michael Bisping believes Tom Aspinall's father made a major mistake ahead of UFC 321. In an interview with RMC Sport Combat, the elder Aspinall revealed that his son has only 3 fights remaining on his UFC contract and that he's in no rush to see him re-sign with the promotion. Instead, he expressed interest in seeing Tom pursue bigger paydays in boxing. Speaking on the latest episode of his Believe You Me podcast, Bisping criticized those comments, saying that Aspinall's father should have discussed such plans privately rather than in public. According to Bisping, making those remarks openly could damage their relationship with the UFC.
And there was the whole thing with DC Remember that? You probably saw that, whispered into the microphone. You know, he didn't need to release that, you know, so he kind of dropped the ball a little bit there. And then his dad was talking about the boxing things. You know, after this contract, we're leaving. And I was like, what are you doing? You don't negotiate like that in public. You speak to them men to men, man to man. I mean, if that's what you want to do, great. But if you had have lost on Saturday night, good luck getting another title fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not speaking for the UFC. That's just me sitting here just got off a plane in Dubai.
Henry Cejudo is picking Ciryl Gane to beat Tom Aspinall in a potential rematch. Speaking on the Pound for Pound podcast alongside Kamaru Usman, Cejudo said that after what he saw at UFC 321, he now favors Gane if the two meet again. Both Usman and Cejudo also agreed that the rematch should happen as soon as possible, ideally at UFC 323 in December.
I'm favoring Gane this next fight, this next rematch. I'm legit switching my vote. Gane, he was not afraid of Tom. Stick up to the point where he had him bloody. And it's the first time that he attempted a takedown and did not get a takedown.
Now he understands. I'm going to really have to rely on my fight IQ here. Now I'm going to have to rely on more than one weapon. Now I can't just come out and run over him. When do you think this should be a rematch?
Put him on our card, 323.
December? In December?
Yeah.
Come on. Listen,
if Aspinall's eye is okay now, why the f not? They don't cut weight like we do.
Did he say his eye is okay?
That's the biggest question. If his eye is okay and he still has the ability to train, then yeah.
Dustin Poirier has weighed in on the Tom Aspinall eye poke controversy. In a video shared on his social media, Poirier refrained from passing judgment, noting that only Aspinall truly knows how severe the eye poke was. He also added that he's been poked in the eyes multiple times during fights and always continued to fight.
A lot of people ask me, what's up with Aspinall? What's up with the eye poke? I don't know. Only he knows how bad it was. But I've been in a lot of fights where I've got eye poked and I continued. And only he knows.
Jon Jones has released previously unseen footage from 6 months ago, showing himself discussing a past fight in which he believes Tom Aspinall appeared to give up. In the clip, Jones stresses that he has never quit inside the octagon, recalling the moment Vitor Belfort nearly broke his arm with an armbar.
I'll be interested to see if he wins his next fight.
What's the rumor? Ciryl Gane?
Ciryl Gane, supposedly. There's a video that hasn't gone viral, but one of his losses, he was very much an adult. I believe already a black belt, and he was taken down, and the guy twisted his ankle. And he had no defense. He tapped so quickly. I had a fight where I got armbarred, and I was literally willing to let somebody break my arm before giving up.
This is Vitor Belfort.
Vitor Belfort. With Tom, the moment he felt any pressure on his ankle, he tapped immediately, which lets me know a lot about him.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Smoke and Joe Frazier. Number 2 meme was posted by Undisputed Take. And number 1 meme was posted by RayRex91.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.